I'd say the primary issue was that the credit card industry was very new in India.
Okay.
And my sense is that in the rush to get more share, all the companies in the industry went out and really carded a lot more customers, which in hindsight, as you look at it, you would not have done. Part of it is required in the evolution of the industry, because you need that to happen before you can get a credit bureau that is set up. And without a credit bureau, you're going to make loans, you're going to give credit cards, you get information, and then you improve as time goes on.
Right.
So some of it is part of a natural evolution of an industry. You can look back at a number of different economies where credit cards started, and you'd find pretty much the same history, where there were significant losses in the early part of the industry. And I think what all the credit card industries, in my view, have learned as we can see change behavior in the marketplace is really that reliance on a credit bureau or really understanding the risk profile of a customer is extremely essential as you give a credit card. And the lessons from the last 3 or 4 years have helped tremendously in that sense. And it's also helped the credit bureau to build up data on which customers are credit worthy versus which are not. And I think that's helping the industry move forward.
What were the learnings, sir? I'm sure you all must have gone back and said, this is what we won't do, this is what we'll do. I mean, so what were the,
No, as Anish said, you tend to underprice risk during good times. And therefore you lower your guard.
Right.
So to some extent the problem that the industry faced was because of the runaway carding and dilution in standards of underwriting. I think SBI Card, to be fair to us, we were one of the first to pick up the signals and put in place stringent mechanisms to improve the quality of guarding, which meant it was serious reduction in volumes. And also to put in places some of the things that were missing in the back end, because during the phase of unbridled growth, the delivery platform obviously had not been able to keep pace with the. It typically happens with every business. You have a growth phase and then you need to consolidate. So we went into consolidation mode. And the learnings have been that you can never be too careful when it comes to assessing credit risk. So good business means you do less of it, but you do only when you are sure. The second thing is that you need to push a product to a client only where he needs it. So you say it's a free for life card and therefore people get a lot of cards and you don't get a spend on the card, and you are again promoting profligacy and irresponsibility.
The credit bureaus need data to operate from. And that data is created only when you give loans to customers. So that's where the chicken and egg comes in a sense, where if you don't do loans, you don't have the data, but you need a credit bureau to do loans. So that's how typically most industries have evolved around the world, where cards are given to customers a little more freely in the beginning, or loans are made to customers more freely, and then that data is collected over time and the credit bureau gains more importance. So that's exactly what's happening here. So the credit bureau did not have data, largely because it didn't exist. There weren't that many customers who were given credit cards or loans at that point in time. A lot of it is developing the scorecards based on data in the industry and in the country. We have some proprietary scorecards that are used around the world in GE Capital, cards businesses as well as lending businesses. So we brought those technologies to India, and those existed in the past as well, but they continue to be more refined.